what for you has been the most lucrative, way that you've been able to sell your work? Has it just been the gallery model? Has it also been maybe social media and like maybe ads? Because I mean, what worked maybe like in the 90s and early 2000s has completely revolutionized because of the internet and social media. What has been, the thing that has worked the most for you when it comes to selling your work?
I think it's been the galleries have had a very important part in my professional life. I for sure. I mean, for them to have been invited me for the first time, uh, I still remember who that was, and I'm very, very grateful to that. But to me, all has worked. I do a lot of ads. It is expensive, but I I trust that it's going to work out. And thankfully, up to today, it has worked. And now it's about keeping the deadlines, because I'll put contracts with the magazines for so many ads. And when you're working on commissions and you don't have that much work around, you can't put your commission on in an ad. So that's a little bit hard. But I'll tell you something that's really interesting. Uh, Almost everybody that knows me knows that, believe it or not, I am an introvert with an extrovert profession. I'm fine with small groups, but I'm not like a social butterfly. But I am very open about who I am, and almost everybody knows, that when you talk to me, you ask me, I'll tell you whatever. So I have my social media totally open. Now I have paid a price for that through the years, because I have a couple of horrors, kind of horror stories through the years when I was younger about, picking up unwanted, unsolicited uh, attention, that kind of thing, which is a whole story by itself, and, men and women and whatever. But having my social media and having a social media out there and a professional website. And here's a plug, because I really believe in Fine Art Studio Online, the best, the very best, the easiest to manage, the easiest to upload. And not only that, but what you get back from it, how they'll post about you in so many different platforms, and the network of people that follow them. So I truly believe in, and I tell all my students, all my friends that ask me, just go through. I wish they would even branch out to different professions. I think y'all do it such a great, great job. But going back to social media, I've had my workout. I first had an account with my personal name, and I had to close up some of my private family, because for the same reason. I have 3 children, I have grandchildren, and you have all these people that follow you. And then I reached that 5,000 limit, of people that can follow you. So then I opened a new one, The Art of, and people really always request to join my private, but if they only knew it's open, you don't need to join. But I try and add it can come down a little bit or not. But what I'm trying to say is the social media is so important. And I know there's a lot of people who say, well, I'm very private. And I understand that, but I guess there's a way you can do that. And then, well, they're going to clone my paintings. Yeah, they do that also. Unfortunately, some countries don't believe in copyrights, and, they'll copy, they'll do all kinds of stuff with your work. Yes, I know that. But if you only knew the amount of paintings or collectors that I will ask, by the way, how did you hear about my work? Or how did you come across it? If I can ask that question, because many times, and with a good reason, a gallery or museum will sell a painting, and unless you go and ask for it, I guess I find it's like a unwritten etiquette, thing about, I don't ask who has it. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I don't, unless somebody is offering up that information, or the collector, hey, I owe this painting. But if you only know how many people will tell me, well, I've been following you on social media for so many years. And then you find out their name, let's say and you look for them, and it's not always the case, but many times, and you look for them and you realize they might not officially follow you, they might not interact, or like all of these things that, that I've been surprised with. They've been following me. If I had my social media closed, they probably would have not found me, So I believe very much on my website, professionally presented. Newsletter. I don't write that many newsletters, but it's very important to keep your collectors, your admirers, your students, or whoever open. And it's wonderful because it's worldwide. So I have followers from all over the world. And then I also do my ads. I do ads in magazines, but I also do social media ads. I do with BoldBrush ads. I do with Instagram. I run campaigns. So I believe that it's important to get your work out there, and having to learn platforms. Like I joined Twitter. Why? Because I had joined Instagram a long time ago, and I just kept it, just back there. Like I wouldn't really interact. And then Instagram became really like the platform to put a lot of, the workout. So when it's not Twitter. I'm sorry, not Twitter. It's, what's this new one?
TikTok?
Gosh, I can't. No, not TikTok. I am signed up on TikTok, but I think I only have like a little reel or no. It's the other one. What's it called? Threads.
Yes.
So I jumped on Threads just because I thought I lost a lot of time with Instagram, so I need to get onto Threads. And I haven't really truly figured it out, but I do keep posting things because I feel you need to have your name out there. You need to know, especially for somebody like me. Like I've been recently having some newspaper interviews locally and that kind of thing, and I've been here for over 35 years in this beautiful city. I'm not a social butterfly. I work every day. I don't know if this happens to you, but it happens to me that this kind of art really is exhausting. I get home, or maybe because I'm getting older, I don't know. I get home and, oh, let's go out. And I'm like, no, I just want to rest. And I've been painting all day. And some people will say to you, I bet they've told you this, well, oh, you must live an amazing life, with just painting and if you only knew how hard, what a hard job this is. And I can tell you an example. I have a wonderful artist student that I mentor, and he's a retired physician. Was an anesthesiologist, and here in San Antonio, and working long days. And he retired. And now he retired. He has a little ranch that's very close to his home, and he is always doing physical things. He's a very creative man, and building things and moving things. And he's also does all kinds of creative things. And he says to me, Gladys, I come here when I used to teach. He says, I come here on Tuesdays. We paint here from 9 to 5, because that's what I had a group here from 9 to 5. I get home. Well, wait a minute. I'm sorry. He says, I go and I work at the ranch, and I do all this physical labor. I get home and my wife says, let's go watch a movie. Let's go do this. And I have all the energy in the world. But when I go back from being at your studio from 9 to 5, working on a still life or whatever, I'm exhausted. And I said, Sergio, I'm just so happy you just said that, because you realize that it's not, it's very exhausting, the concentration, the drawing, that we're under. So I'm not a social butterfly. So a lot of people don't know that I live here in San Antonio. I think people know me more from outside of San Antonio than here, because I don't go out that much. I am very much in my studio, and the extra time I have is with my wonderful grandchildren that I now have, or my family, my husband. Church, very important in my life. So having a great social media presence is very important.